Alright, you gotta hear me out on this one. The mod for today is genuinely a massive day for the unemployed. You read the title of the video correctly. ULTRAKILL enemies can parry you back with this mod, and I am honestly surprised how we didn't get this sooner. Or maybe we already got this some years ago and I am only just noticing this, I don't know. The mod is called Feedbackers for Everyone by PARRY, which as a cheat which when enabled allows enemies to parry you with configurable logic controlling how good enemies are at parrying you. But before we get into this video, guys, join my Discord server. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the video. This mod was actually created a while ago, but because it's low-key in a very early version, I thought it's like very early into development and wouldn't work properly. But now I have decided to give it a test, so let's spawn somebody real quick. But before that, you gotta go to the configuration and go to the feedbackers for everyone, and there's a lot of options here. You can balance each enemy specifically if you really are gonna be busy with deciding how you want to torture yourself by being parried back. So for example, for a filth, I want to make this guy absolutely cracked even more than V1, so first hit skill gotta be 10 and multi-hit skill is 10 as well. Now let's see if it's gonna parry. Well, it did parry, but it also died in the process. Let me just make the enemy invincible real quick. Alright, go. 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 Damn, it works. The first parry was for the filth. Like, look at this, dude, that's crazy. Now if I shotgun parry it, it's gonna send the parried version back at you. Nice. And also, I think if the enemy isn't invisible, if a filth just registers the first hit, it survived. It legit survived the first hit of anything. The filth gets a buff with this mod because they have to register the first hit in order to get their parry up. They legitimately survive the first hit that they get, but the second one they die. So this mod has to be diabolically difficult if they are making filth survive one shotgun pellet. Now let's test more on an invincible filth real quick. Can it parry these? It can parry these, god dang. Even though the filth has no arms, it can parry hit scans. That's crazy skill right there. Can it parry this? Wow, it can. That's nuts. And I am low-key dying. Alright, we're good. Now, can it parry coins? Coins alone. Does it not want to do that? Does it not want to get a fistful of $1? Oh, wait a second. You dingus don't have an arm still. Fucking loser. But what about coin shots? Can it do that? It can do that. What about nails? You gonna parry one of those? You're on fire. You gonna parry one of those? Nope. So it can't parry nails. That's interesting. Now, what about a rocket launcher? Where did it go? What? It can do it. Oh, there's a rocket. God damn. Can I parry the rocket back? Oh, evidently not. Can I parry back? No. Oh, god. That was my punishment. Oh, you can't parry a parried rocket because, you know, ULTRAKILL just doesn't allow that. What about this thing? It can. Damn, filth got hats. If we are both not invincible, how is this gonna turn out? Damn, alright. It ends in a draw. We both die. I told you it ends in a draw. But what about a frozen rocket? You're just gonna walk into that and parry it? That would be so funny. You just parry the stasis rocket. And it hurts me if I touch it. So we have tested stuff for long enough. Now let's see this in action. And right off the bat, we're going to a prime sanctum with this. Also, cheats have to be on for this to work. And for some reason, there's 2 of them. So just enable those and you should be good to be parried. I'm back in the fucking building again! Nah, I got cheats on this time. You're not gonna do that to me. I'm going to the spine vine. And now for some reason the cheat is enabled 4 times. I wonder if I restart more, I'm gonna get more of those cheats stacked up. Get out of here, flesh prison. I don't wanna see you parry anything back to me. Why, hello there. Oh. Hello there, Foxy. This time, Foxy didn't want to hear Minos Prime tell me to kill myself. Foxy had enough. It wanted to take over. Alright, so for Minos Prime, I want to only use attacks that he can parry in order to see how much it's gonna change. Alright. You didn't see me miss that. I wonder if Foxy, stop appearing. So it can't parry its own snake projectile. Interesting. Keep the change. Now let's try shotguns in a respectable range, that is. How many times are we gonna parry? Can you parry this? It can parry core ejects. That is very intimidating. You can parry your own snake projectile. Damn, that caught me by surprise. Damn, Minos is not messing around. Good thing it didn't parry the rail cannon though. Wait, we didn't test this. Can you parry sauce? Get over here. It seems that you can't. That is very much for my own good, huh? And I am not supposed to use these at all. I will be cooked. But that's the fun part, isn't it? I want to use it. He took the hit again. Let's do it again. Oh. Oopsie poopsie. I said let's do it again. He parried it while it landed. You know, I will admit, this is times more difficult now because Minos also just surprisingly moves everywhere and you're gonna get your own projectile parried right back at your own face. Take this. Alright. I wonder why it doesn't parry twice like the filth. Maybe because I just cranked up the filth stats way high up and I didn't do that for Minos. Oh, did you see that? Can you parry oil, Minos? Okay, he didn't parry oil. Now he's looking rainbowy. Alright. Enough messing around. I say as I am unable to damage him. Man, get out of here. Screw you and your fancy pants. Well, that was an experience. Alright, now let's get right down to business. Let's get right down to business, I said. Now, this is gonna be the ultimate showdown between V1 and V2. Now, V2 can actually parry. Alright. Show me what you got. That's the first parry, so you gotta have your thing activated now. Yeah, keep the change, V2. No, I missed. No, damn it. Oh, shit. I gotta lock in for this one. When they start to parry back, you know it's serious. As glass cannony as V2 is, she can still pack a punch. So, you're gonna parry these changes? No, I missed. Damn. You know, parrying your parry back to them is more difficult than it looks. Bro, whatever you do with this mod on, do not fire the shotgun at them at close range. They will try to parry all the pellets, and it's gonna be having a lot of parry sounds. Yo, calm down. Hey, calm down. I'm gonna give you money. No, I've had enough. You can't parry saws. You're gonna die now. Yeah, I've had enough of torturing myself, so in a battle of parrying everything back and forth, I did my unparryable attacks. God dang it, that fight truly was one of the most baller moments of all time. Wait, I wonder if the big guy can parry. How is big guy parrying gonna look like? Now, parry me. It can parry. It parried with its eye. Can its hand parry? Like, legitimately. Lore accurately parry me by just putting your hand there. Wait, I didn't test. Can you parry this? Well, we can't know now. Nah. I gotta see. You gotta be able to parry this. That would be so funny if you can parry whole chainsaws. I don't even care if I'm taking damage right now. You just gotta parry this. Then I'm leaving. Well, evidently, he doesn't want to parry that. That means this cannot be parried. That's kinda disappointing. If chainsaws could be parried, this would genuinely be a dangerous game. Oh my god, how many times is this gonna happen? The chance of this mod occurring is 5%. And the Foxy jumpscare, if you're wondering, 1 in 2,000. I have no idea how I get these so frequently. Where is the door? Well, let's see how the not a giraffe can parry. Whoa, hey, what? Why is gravity reversed? Hello? Hold on a second, man. Getting sent to age 3 bugged my game hard. Oh my god. Are you serious? Can you please not send me to age 3 for 5 seconds? Alright. I am finally here after many grueling minutes. Can you parry? You're a big brain guy. Yeah, you can parry. You're smart enough to parry. That's not a good thing, actually. Wait, hold on. I got a question I gotta ask myself. Can idols parry? What business does an idol have to be able to parry? What? You know how crazy it would be if idols could parry your own punch back at you? That would be crazy if they just denied getting destroyed, but the idol refused. Wait, I'm curious. How does open world gonna look like? Well, this isn't exactly open world, but... Wait, hold on. I gotta see. You gotta be able to parry this. That would be crazy if they just denied getting destroyed, but the idol refused. Wait, I'm curious. How does open world gonna look like? Well, this isn't exactly open world, but... you know, things just parry themselves. Like, what was that? No. No, wait. No. Wait, I got cheats on. Fuck you, Gutterman in particular. See you when I see you. Oh hey, rice on the tray. Man, what a chaotic day today was. But you know, this might look like it's still an early access because, you know, it's in version 0.1.0. But for the day that it gets completed, it's gonna be such a fun challenge, I assume. But as a concept, it's legitimately interesting and a very funny way to be making enemies be able to fight fairly against you because, you know, V1 is bullshittimately overpowered. Ouch. Okay, man, enough of the taunts. I'm killing you right now. I don't care if you can parry me. How is that gonna stop me? I'm still gonna parry your balls. Okay, this is actually stupid. I heard that ding sound so many times today. I actually have a migraine. But anyways, as I was talking about the mod itself, it's a really neat concept. And I bet on the day that it gets complete, it's gonna be the challenge of all time. So if you got this far in this video, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked it, or maybe even comment or subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.